The summer of 2012 was very eventful for me. I spent most of it with my best friend Kaylee in Massachusetts, and I'm going to tell you about a very unique hiking trip that we went on. We went hiking at this place called Purgatory Chasms. Most of it is all like trails that are marked and a few rock climbing spots. But Kaylee and I decided to go off by ourselves, away from our family, and we didn't realize that we didn't have cell phone reception, or GPS, or a map. So we ended up getting lost in the middle of the woods with no way to get back. So what do? We kept walking, and we finally came across this place that said private property, keep out. Dogs, beware. Well, we kept walking because we had no idea what else to do. Were we supposed to be lost in the woods? Or trespass? We chose trespassing. Well, we spent the nights before watching movies like The Chainsaw Massacre and Amityville Haunting. So you can probably imagine how scared out of our wits we were when we came across almost the exact house from Chainsaw Massacre. It was big and it looked beat up and abandoned, and we had no idea who would want to live there. But it turns out someone did. So we went onto this property with dogs on it. And the dogs ended up being like huge Rottweilers. And as we thought they would be chained up, they weren't. So we got chased into the woods by these dogs. And luckily, there was a big boulder that we jumped onto that the dogs couldn't get at us at. So we kept walking until we finally heard the sound of cars, which seemed to be a good sign. But we ended up being about 4 to 5 miles away from the hiking spot that we were from. So, it was quite a fun walk back trying to explain to our parents that we had found the Chainsaw Massacre house in the middle of the woods, and yeah, that wasn't very fun to try and explain. We got in quite a bit of trouble with our parents for trespassing, and a little bit more for straying off the beaten path. But in the end, we had a great memory, and it only added to the millions that we made that summer. The moral of the story is, do not go off the beaten path, no matter what Robert Frost says. Robert Frost said that he took the path least traveled by, and it brought him somewhere in the world, but that's definitely not the way it always works.